sodomy. Feeling good, everybody?
Yeah.
You can't be feeling that good. Yeah. It's Sunday night before a long work week. Anyone get like the Sunday night jitters? Come on, everyone, you know where you feel like that whole thing's just looming over and you're like, ugh, I hate it. So I have a cure for it. Every Sunday, I have a glass of wine. I watch an episode of My 600-Pound Life on TLC. And I pop a Xanax. Do I have any Xanax users in the audience?
Woo!
If you haven't had it, it's amazing. You just sit there and you pop it, maybe 10 minutes later, you're like, and everything's fine. There's no more Sunday night jitters. I'm like the best advertisement for Xanax. Because I'm normally like a really stressed out person, but I take that and it's great. You know, there's a lot of drugs out there where they need catchier advertisements than just me on a Sunday. You know, everyone see the new one for the bladder control? Well, it used to be that overactive bladder isn't normal at any age. Am I right, Juliana? But now they've changed it into this cute little bladder that has to go all the time. And so he's this little bladder and he's walking around and he's pulling his owner around going, I gotta go. And she's like, really? Again? And he's like, oh yeah. And then she's sitting at a table at a meeting and he's like pulling her out of the meeting. She's at the mercy of this little bladder. But I think all those different things, they're so cute. Like, I'm trying to think, it's Zoloft. Zoloft has a little depressed oval. But he's so cute. I'm like, I want to be depressed. That's fun. And then I know you guys have all seen this one. It's Prestique. It's that wind-up woman. She's like, my life sucks. But then she pops a pill and she's like, hey. And her whole wind-up thing is better. And she goes through her women's yoga class or whatever. Everything's great. But the thing I love best about all those different drugs are the side effects. And I wrote down some of the side effects that I listened to. So my favorite part, it has to be the number one, is increased risk of death. Death is a side effect. So it's death, stroke, high fever, still muscles, confusion, thoughts of suicide, high blood sugar, uncontrollable muscle movements, coma, cholesterol, weight gain, dizziness, seizures, impaired judgment, or motor skills. So my choices are, I can be depressed, or I can be a fat, feverish, suicidal guy in a coma that wets himself. That's depressions. Good times. No, so like people seem to pop pills for everything. I fly a lot I know a lot of flyers around here. Yeah, and I see a lot of people pop Xanax. I don't have to do it for flying because I fly it so much, but oh, side note, real quick, when you're on a flight and you see a flight attendant walking down the aisle going, trash, 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 do you think she's maybe actually judging and not collecting? It's a Spirit Airlines or something. But anyway, so I was just on a flight. I was coming back from Boise, Idaho, a few weeks ago, and I'm a consummate traveler, so I'm sitting there with my USA Today, and I have my shareable bag of peanut butter M&Ms. I'm like, who am I going to share these with? And I'm sitting there getting ready to watch the in-flight movie, which was the Matt Damon smash hit, We Bought a Zoo, which came out like 4 years ago. So I was like, it's timely, it's great. So I sit down and I'm eating my M&Ms, and I notice there's a three-seater in front of me, and there's a woman against the window, there's this guy in the middle, and then this girl sits down. She's very flirty, and she's like, oh yeah, I'm on a flight. And so she sits down, and it's obvious that these two didn't know each other. They start talking, they go back and forth, whatever. The lights dim, I'm engrossed in my M&Ms, and We Bought a Zoo, and I'm like, ooh. And and all of a sudden, like, these two start making out. They're like they're petting and licking, and they're like, rrr. And the poor woman at the window, she could see her, she's like doing her Sudoku over and over again. Like, what else to do? Like, nine. So we land, lights come on, they exchange numbers, and I was like, oh, my goodness, young love, like, that's sweet. And the woman, she picks up her phone and she calls somebody, or she got a phone call, doesn't matter, and she's like, okay, yeah, okay, love you, bye. And then she goes back, and the guy is like, oh, who is that? And she goes, my stupid fiance. I do this gay gasp. I stand up and Scandal! Getting that stuff in the overhead compartment, she throws her bag, she's like, yeah, see you, and she's going, and I go, I wonder if there's a pill for that. Thank you, everybody.